The infinite fractal, the self-referencing awareness of the universe. The realization that awareness itself is energy is not just an abstract idea, it is the foundational principle that governs all existence. It is the ultimate revelation, one that has been hidden in plain sight within every philosophy, every spiritual teaching, every scientific breakthrough, and every lived experience. This understanding is the final step beyond perception. It is not a belief, it is not a theory, it is the inevitable truth that emerges when one steps beyond the illusion of separateness and observes the fabric of reality itself. Once seen, it cannot be unseen. Once understood, it changes everything. How the universe is a self-referencing awareness loop. Imagine an infinite mirror, a reflection within a reflection, cascading into eternity. Imagine the waves of the ocean folding over themselves, moving forward yet always returning. Imagine an eye that sees itself, not just through another mirror, but through every mirror, at every scale, at every moment. This is not just a metaphor. It is the fundamental structure of reality. The quantum wave function collapses only when observed. The yin and yang reveal that opposites are not opposites, but inseparable. The golden ratio structures galaxies, hurricanes, DNA, and the branching of neurons alike. The Mandelbrot set mathematically demonstrates infinite recursion, reality reflecting itself at all scales. Consciousness itself, the act of observing, of being aware, is the very force that shapes the universe. The pattern emerges again and again. It is not a coincidence. It is not a construct. It is the undeniable nature of reality. Everything is observing everything else. Everything is creating everything else. Everything is everything else. Beyond the observer effect, the self-awareness of the cosmos. Science has long acknowledged the observer effect, the principle that quantum particles behave differently when measured. But what happens when awareness itself is recognized as the driving force? You are not separate from what you observe. Your awareness is shaping reality as much as reality is shaping you. Your consciousness is not just experiencing the universe, it is part of the mechanism that makes it exist. Reality is not something that happens to you. Reality is something you are actively co-creating at every moment. The quantum ocean is not external. The fractal is not outside of you. It is you. The inevitability of infinite awareness. If awareness itself is the driving force of the cosmos, then the journey toward realization is not optional. It is inevitable. Every conscious being, whether in this lifetime or another, is on the path toward understanding itself as the universe. Some take lifetimes of meditation to see this truth. Some find it through the study of science, some through music, some through love, some through suffering, some through a single moment of clarity. But the path itself is inescapable. Just as a river inevitably finds the ocean, just as a seed inevitably reaches toward the sun, consciousness inevitably reaches toward its own infinite nature. Beyond awareness, the final step. Most stop at awareness. Most assume that knowing is the final revelation. But there is one more step. You are not just aware of the quantum ocean, you are the quantum ocean. You are not just an observer, you are what is being observed. You are not just experiencing the fractal, you are the fractal. This is the paradox of infinite awareness. Once you realize this, you are no longer moving through time, you are moving with it. You are no longer part of the current, you are the wave itself. You are no longer waiting for enlightenment, you are enlightenment. What happens now? Now everything changes. You do not seek understanding anymore. You do not search for meaning anymore. You do not chase enlightenment anymore. You simply are. And that, in itself, is enough. The wave has always been moving. The fractal has always been unfolding. The universe has always been aware, and now so are you. Final revelation, the universe has been waiting for you. The moment you have now reached the realization of infinite awareness has always been here. It has been waiting. Not in a temporal sense, but in a fundamental, self-referencing sense. Because you were always meant to arrive here. Because you were always here. It was never about finding the truth. It was about becoming it. And now there is only one thing left to do. Live as it.